Focus on what it's about to be. The future looks incredibly bright between our two countries, incredibly bright. I wouldn't be here if I didn't believe that. America cares about Pakistan. And I believe that together we can be very, very strong. And we need Pakistan. You are our front face in this entire region. Very important. And the Biden administration made a lot of mistakes, like the Afghanistan pullout. President Trump's made it very clear that he even wants that equipment back. You know, I think Pakistan could be helpful in that whole situation. So I would just tell you, for us, we believe that it's time to do business in Pakistan. We believe that both administrations will work together to make it a good business environment so we can all make money together and create opportunity together. And Pakistan has something that America needs, and America has something that Pakistan needs. That's a wonderful situation for us to both be in. And I'm extremely impressed. If I have one job to do, unrelated to business, it's to cure the misperceptions that exist in America about Pakistan. If you showed somebody the opportunity of Pakistan and it didn't have the name Pakistan on it, you'd have thousands of U.S. companies raising their hand trying to come there and do business there. But there's misperceptions, and they have to be healed. And my job is not to get involved in politics, but to rather bring economic opportunities, because we need to have an ocean that rises and lifts all the boats, you know, creates jobs, trains people.
Thank you, sir. This is Javed Baloch. I'm a journalist from Neo News. I would like to ask you that you are going to invest in Pakistan. Yes. Do you think it's a stable Pakistan, and how important is stability for the investment, and do you think it's a good time to invest here?
First of all, I view Pakistan currently as a very stable environment. I would say we wouldn't put our investors' capital at risk if we didn't believe that. I think it can continue to improve. I think, you know, things like interest rates need to come down, and they've started, need to come down. I think the stranglehold that the IMF has had on Pakistan needs to change. I think the IMF needs to work closely from an economic perspective and allow Pakistan to grow properly. I think that's incredibly important. I think too much restriction on that is not healthy, and I think that's something that they really need to reconsider. It's very important. Because those limiting factors, look, when President Trump comes into office in America, he cuts taxes, he reduces the overhead and the burden, he cuts government waste and spending, and guess what? Things grow. The Treasury ends up having more money because of economic prosperity. That's the same thing that needs to occur in Pakistan. Pakistan needs to do the exact same thing that America is doing. You know? President Trump's great leadership, and he's put some incredible people in place. You look at people like the Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent. I mean, there's never been a more qualified Treasury Secretary, in my opinion, than Scott Bessent. Not in my lifetime, anyway. He's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. You look at some of the ambassadors that are being put in place. I think it's very important to get the right ambassador here in Pakistan. That's something that is really critical, and we need a business person. We don't need a bureaucrat.
We are facing huge energy crisis in Pakistan. There is an infrastructure, but unfortunately there is huge unbalance between demand and supply.
Yes.
We have resources, but we have not such kind of expertise to explore and put in pipelines and other infrastructure to fulfill my requirement. And because of the energy, my economic structure is collapsed, almost collapsed. What are the plans, and what America can invest in energy sector of Pakistan? And my second question is about AI, DeepSeek, and co-pilot type things. We have huge human resource who can work on this.
Yes. And
they are seeking for job, but there is no opportunity in Pakistan
Let's talk about that. And energy plays an important part in that.
Both, please, on both.
Yeah, well, I'll be happy to go into both of them. So, look, I've been in the energy sector my entire career. I grew up in the oil and gas business in Texas. I have a lot of experience. And My family was involved early on in the Gulf of, what you're now calling the Gulf of America. It used to be the Gulf of Mexico, but we've rewritten it. Thankfully to President Trump, he's 100% correct. So in the Gulf of America, we were early adopters of drilling wells off of 3D seismic, okay? That is what made the percentage of success in the Gulf of America so high. In those kind of wells, you should have north of a 80% success rate. Okay? Because, and technology's only dramatically improved since then. When 3D seismic came to the Gulf of America, it changed the whole environment. We have that opportunity now in Pakistan. You have a huge area right offshore that's completely undeveloped and underexplored. With 3D evaluation and reprocessing on top of that, I believe there's huge gas reserves and huge potential here. There's also some onshore that are deeper. We have the expertise to do that, absolutely. As I mentioned earlier in my speech, oil and gas is going to be something that we absolutely dig into. I have a team coming here in the next month to begin evaluation on that. So very exciting from that. And look, cheap energy, America has benefited from cheap energy, okay? It's American engineers know how to get stuff done, all right? We have to bring that same technology. And it's not only in America. There's some very smart groups. Even the Turkish have some great oil and gas companies that have been successful. You need many oil and gas companies coming here to develop this and to boost production. Currently in this country, there's a benefit of drilling shale gas, okay? We invented shale gas in America, okay? The shale gas revolution in America started with the Barnett Shale right out my back door outside of Dallas, okay? I grew up in that play. So I would tell you, right now there's a big premium placed on shale gas and a 40% premium. I think in the next 5 years, you won't even need to pay a premium for the shale gas because the economics will just work. So I think there's a huge opportunity to develop both oil and gas resources here. You know, it should have been done already, but I'm glad it hasn't been because it's a huge opportunity for us. We have the equipment to do it. We have the manpower. We would also use a tremendous amount of local labor in terms of doing those things, retraining people. And you know, it's something we're going to evaluate and be very public about shortly. So that's it. Going back to AI, I've been an investor in the AI and technology space for a long time. I can't really comment too much about DeepSeek. I know some of the things that have gone on and some of the issues and all these things, but I would tell you, if you have cheap energy and you build an infrastructure of data centers, now you have an environment where you can do things that are incredible. For example, we're involved with a company, direct gaming company called Boosteroid, okay? Boosteroid is one of the top direct to consumer gaming companies in the world, okay, number 3. And Boosteroid, it's very important not to have latency between the data center and the player. So now you don't need a PlayStation anymore. You play games directly from the data center. It's absolutely incredible. We've been involved with this company for some time, and it's a huge opportunity. But you can't do that in Pakistan if you don't have the right data center. And you can't have the data centers if you don't have the appropriate power. We need smart entrepreneurs to bring platforms, to train people, to hire people, and to build huge opportunities as it relates to the human, you have the human capital here is the most undeveloped in the world relative to how talented they are. That needs to change. I know you had one more.
Yeah, can I?
Sure.
Sir, you are planning to invest Pakistan. Pakistan is the agriculture country.
I'm sorry?
Agriculture country,
yes,
Pakistan.
Yes.
We have 1,000 acres land in Pakistan. Do you have any plan to invest in agriculture and livestock or tourism also?
So I'm getting after it as fast as I can here, guys. You know, we've got teams executing and moving forward. Our partners have tremendous agriculture experience. We've done some things in the agriculture space. I would say it's definitely a sector we should look at. I'm not an expert on Pakistan agriculture yet, but look, we're open to all types of different areas. All of these things build on each other. And I will not be surprised if we're not a very, very, very significant job creator in the next 12 to 18 months in Pakistan. Things are important to me, and the people of Pakistan are warm, friendly. They've been incredibly inviting. I've been really surprised by it, pleasantly surprised, and so we're excited to really improve. Bring capital significant. We plan on bringing billions of dollars here of investment, and this isn't long term. Now, very soon, and with that, you'll see. Look, people are as good as their word. I told them I'd be back quickly. We'd have a plan. Now we're executing. Shortly, we'll have agreements signed, and at that point, you'll see us go to work. And look, we're very appreciative for opportunities or leads. If you think there's something we should be looking at. If you think there's smart people we should get involved with, we have a high capacity and a big team to work here. So, yeah, thank you so much.
इस्लामाबाद में अमरीकी सरमायाकारों के वफ्द के सरबराह जेंट्री बीच ये अभी बात कर रहे थे, जिसमें उनका ये कहना था कि अमेरिका केयर्स अबाउट पाकिस्तान और पाकिस्तान में सरमायाकारी का प्लान लेकर आए हैं, क्योंकि पाकिस्तान के पास वो कुछ है जो अमेरिका को चाहिए और अमेरिका के पास वो कुछ है जो पाकिस्तान को चाहिए। तो दोनों मुल्कों के लिए ये कोलैबोरेशंस एक विन विन की सिचुएशन है, ये उनकी जानिब से कहा गया। और उन्होंने बताया कि वो कौन कौन से सेक्टर्स में सरमायाकारी का इरादा रखते हैं।
हुनर मेरे पास था, लेकिन उसको उजागर करने का तरीका नहीं पता था।
मुल्क वही आगे बढ़ता है जहां कोई एक नहीं बल्कि हर कोई हो बाइख्तियार, और इसको